A fund is being set up to assist the family of a woman accidentally shot Thanksgiving night. A DuBois teenager has been charged with huffing in a Jasper City park. Monday with the Mayor features Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz. And Melissa Brockman talks about the upcoming holiday weekends in Santa Claus, Indiana on WJTS Inform. These stories, sports, and weather are coming up in the 18 WJTS News. Hello, this is the WJTS News. I'm Bill Potter. A fund has been established for an Ireland woman who was accidentally shot in her vehicle while it was stationed in the parking lot of an Evansville store Thanksgiving evening. The fund, set up on GoFundMe.com by one of the 45-year-old Stacey Craven's 5 children, is intended as a campaign to raise money to help pay for monthly bills, food, gas, kids' activities, and expenses, as well as medical bills, and to help give Craven a foundation to stand on when she recovers. A post by the family member on the website notes she'll want to get to work as soon as possible, but will need her rest. They say Stacey can rest well knowing her kids are okay and able to continue life as normal. Evansville police say at around 9:40 Thursday night, Craven and her 15-year-old son were sitting in their van outside the Target store on the city's east side when her son removed a gun from under a seat. Police say the 15-year-old pulled the trigger because he thought the gun had an external safety that would prevent the weapon from firing. However, the gun had a trigger assembly safety and went off when he pulled the trigger. Police say Craven was shot in the back. She was taken to St. Mary's Medical Center for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. Again, police say the incident looks to be an accident and no charges have been filed. More than $2,200 of the $5,000 goal has been raised thus far. Any excess money will be donated to Stop Handgun Violence, a nonprofit using effective education to prevent firearm-related accidents such as this. To donate, go to www.gofundme.com/StaceyCraven2015. Anyone unable to donate at the place online or the site online and would still like to make a contribution can send anything to the family's home at 3575 West State Road 56, Jasper, Indiana, 47546, or can pass it along to a family member. A DuBois man was taken into custody late Sunday evening after he is believed to have been huffing at a park on Jasper's south side. Jasper police say a caller informed them of possible drug activity taking place at Bonert Park along Meridian Road. The caller told police that her son, 18-year-old Jace McKinney of DuBois, was huffing duster at the park and was concerned about his safety and welfare. Police say an extensive search for McKinney was conducted in and around the Bonert Park area before finding an empty can of duster in the area. He was believed to have been illegally inhaling the substance. Officers eventually found McKinney in front of a residence along the nearby 1300 block of Briarcliff Parkway. McKinney admitted to police that he had illegally abused the duster and ditched the can in Bonert Park. He was then placed under arrest and taken to the DuBois County Security Center, where he was booked on a Class B misdemeanor count of inhaling toxic vapors. A Jasper woman and a juvenile accomplice are facing theft charges after the two were caught shoplifting Sunday evening at the Jasper Walmart. Jasper police said around 6 o'clock last night they were told of a pair of subjects that were being held by members of the store's asset protection staff for shoplifting. Once on the scene, police learned that 18-year-old Brianna Heron of Jasper and a juvenile accomplice attempted to conceal about $90 worth of merchandise inside Heron's purse with no plans to pay for it. Both Heron and the juvenile were charged with a Class A misdemeanor count of theft. Heron was taken to and lodged in the DuBois County Security Center. The juvenile was released into the custody of her mother. Conservation officers with the Indiana Department of Transportation continue to ask for the public's help as they try to gather information about a late Friday afternoon ATV accident in southeast DuBois County that sent 3 juveniles to the hospital. Authorities say at about 5:15 Friday afternoon, 3 juveniles were riding on an ATV along Hart's Gravel Road near Birdseye. The 3 told conservation officers a red truck drove up from behind them and struck the ATV. The vehicle then left the scene of the accident. The operator of the ATV, 15-year-old Maurice Campbell of Owensboro, lost control and the ATV rolled down an embankment. Brown said his passengers, and his passengers, 13-year-old Hunter Mendoza of Jasper and 12-year-old Catalina Mendoza of Birdseye, were all ejected. All 3 subjects suffered non-life-threatening injuries and were transported to Memorial Hospital in Jasper for treatment and evaluation. Conservation officers say ATV protective gear was not being worn. Authorities have asked anyone who may have information regarding this case or the whereabouts of the truck involved in this accident to please call 1-800-TIP-IDNR or Indiana Conservation Officers Dispatch at 812-837-9536. Of course, Indiana conservation officers always strongly encourage the use of ATV protective gear such as helmets, gloves, and riding boots. A DuBois woman escaped injury after she allegedly drove her pickup off a highway and struck a utility pole, causing a power outage in the DuBois area early Sunday morning. The DuBois County Sheriff's Department says that around 1:15 Sunday morning, 41-year-old Sherry Piper of DuBois was traveling eastbound along the DuBois-Cuzco Road, about a half-mile east of DuBois Road Northeast, when deputies say Piper drove off the right side of the roadway and struck a utility pole with the front end of the truck, breaking the pole. Deputies say Piper's pickup continued through a yard before going back across DuBois-Cuzco Road and continued on before coming to a rest in a field facing east. Police say the accident resulted in the loss of power in the DuBois area that lasted for a couple of hours. Piper's truck was considered a total loss, while damage to the pole was unknown by the Sheriff's Department. Piper was not injured and no charges were filed. Now stay tuned. Weather, Monday with the Mayor, Terry Seitz, along with sports and WJTS Inform are coming up on 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.